Anyhow, so all this all this it's actually more like a general. It is not only with the three vision practice. It is like a general with the every practice. Yeah, like this taking refuge. Then so after that, so it has mentioned parting from the four attachment. Yeah, when we are talking about the parting from four attachment, the first part is that I think we have finished already. The first is to request the blessing that you may engage seriously in the Dharma. The first parting, if you have attachment to this life, you are not religious person. This means this means to abandon attachment to this life in order to be able to devote your time and energy totally for the practice of Dharma. So I think so this part that we have finished. Then the second part is the second is to request blessing so that you are able to practice Dharma successfully. The second part is if you have attachment to the cycle of existence, you do not have a renunciation, which which means that if you have attachment to the six realms or six realms of existence, you will not be successful in your practice. Yeah. So then the second part is like actually it's like a step for the practice. Yeah, because the when we are saying like the first parting from the first attachment, it is simply that if you can discard that first attachment, which means like to this life, you are capable to be a practitioner. Because in order to practitioner, so it is very important to believe, confidence on a next rebirth. Yeah, because many of the people nowadays, when we are talking about this modern time, many of the people they don't really have confidence enough for the next rebirth. Yeah. So they only like believing. So whatever is happening for this life, so they believe. Then when we are talking about the next life and then rebirth, so they are not really interested. So once you don't believe for the next life, then all this practice of Dharma practice became like a little bit meaningless. Once you don't have confidence for the next rebirth, then all the practice we do, so you may feel it like useless. So due to that, it is very important to believe on the next life. Then if you once you believe on the next life, then you will do and you will prepare for the next life. Yeah. So when you are preparing for the next life, then only the Dharma practice is like beneficial for the next life, isn't it? So like all other activity, worldly activity is not beneficial for the next life. Only the Dharma practice is beneficial. Then you are capable to be a practitioner, at least like a at least like a very base level of the practitioner. Once you believe for the next life, then you will have a less and less attachment to this life. So due to that, it is saying that like Sendilasana Chabami is like one who really have attachment to this life. It is not really a practitioner. That is the actually meaning of that. Yeah. So if you really have attachment to this life, and if you don't believe for the next life, then you are not capable to be a really good practitioner. Then the second one is like once you have attachment to the samsara, in here like what it says like existence of samsara. So if you believe all this samsara as truly existing, truly exist, then you are not capable to free from it. Once you believe all this samsara is existing, truly existing, then you will be like, how to say, like you will be distinguishing. Once you believe all these fixed realms, all these external and like internal samsara exist, truly exist, then you will distinguishing good and bad, then like or dislike and accept and like reject, all this kind of the then how to say like a measurement, yeah. So then so all this will happen once you believe all this samsara as truly existing. Due to that, it is said that like once you believe and once all this samsara as truly existing, then you will not have a renunciation, proper renunciation, because then you don't feel like liberating from this samsara, because you will trap within this samsara itself, because then you will distinguishing happiness and sorrow and good and bad, beautiful or ugly, this kind of the concept, so which will arise once you believe all these are truly existing. So due to that, so then if you trap into this kind of the discrimination within the samsara itself, then you don't really have a renunciation, proper renunciation. Without having a renunciation, you are not capable to liberate from samsara. Yeah? Then the second, so that is the second one. Then the third one is to request the blessing to allay the error of the path. The third parting is if you cling to self-purpose, you do not have a bodhicitta. You request not to be caught in a goal of Sharavaka and Pradika Buddha, which will hinder the development of your full potential of perfect enlightenment. So that is like a third one is the so once your goal, motivation is that if you have any kind of the practice, if you do, the final goal, ultimate goal is benefiting oneself, purpose for the oneself, then you don't really have a bodhicitta. Then you are not really going on a right path, yeah, correct path, because once your practice is when we are saying like self-purpose is a ultimate goal. We are saying here ultimate goal is only for this oneself. Otherwise, of course, like for the general bodhisattva, normal bodhisattva, they can have so they can practice for the both self and other. So that is like not issue, because if you practice for the both oneself and other both, then it is okay. So as long as like if your aim is only for the oneself, or whether it is for the liberation or whether it is for the enlightenment, even if you want to get enlightenment for oneself only, even if you aim for the enlightenment, but still, so like it is the wrong path. So it is the not right and correct way of doing practice. That is what it means to say here. Because once like all this like practice of Sharavaka and Partika Buddha, in actual, it is a path for the liberation. But when it comes to the enlightenment, so this is not a path. So this is like hindrance. If you practice like Sharavaka and Partika Buddha way of doing practice, then instead of it is helping, so it is like kind of like obstructing. So due to that, so it is said that once you have a final aim is for the oneself, only oneself, then so you are not having a bodhicitta, which means like you are not on a path to the enlightenment. Then the fourth is to request the blessing to turn all illusion into the primordial wisdom. The fourth part is if grasping arise, you do not have a view. This means that if you grasp at anything, you are ensnared by illusion. That means Zimbachuna Tawami, because like any kind of the practice, so we have to practice with the right view. Right view means like a right understanding, yeah? Right understanding. Because like without having a right view, so whatever practice we do, so it will be not that like beneficial. Because in here it is saying like in Zimbachuna, if you grasp anything, when we are talking about the view, it's like ultimate truth. When we are talking about the view, it is ultimate truth, yeah? So once you don't know the truth, then you will be not able to realize the truth, isn't it? Because when you practice like a meditation or anything, so when you meditate on like selflessness or emptiness, so you must have a right view. Then only then you can practice. Then you can meditate on emptiness and like selflessness. Otherwise, so if you just like practice like randomly, so it may be like some time like for the short period of the time, so it may feels like that something is helping when you are meditating, but like in a ultimate level, in a ultimate, so it is not the right way. So it is not it will not lead you to the enlightenment and liberation. Because for this, I think like we should talk a little bit, because when we are talking about the view, it's very important, isn't it? For the Mahayana, because when we are talking about like especially free from the four this extreme Taiji, like free from the four extreme that we said Taiji Tantawa, like free from the all the mental Choba Tamjeza Tawa. Choba is like a mental concept, or mental Choba. It's like exaggeration. Free from all the mental exaggeration. Because like when you are, like for example, when we are saying all these phenomena are not truly existing, Then when we are saying the not truly existing, if you cling on that not truly existing, cling that if you keep holding that that not truly existing also, so that is also a not right view. That is what it is saying here. Tajidantawa. Yepa, it's like first is that you will reject the exist. Yeah. First you will reject the exist. When you reject exist, then logically, when you reject exist, you are accepting non-exist. Yeah. So when we are talking about logically, when you reject exist, you will accept the non-existing. In here, it is not saying for the Madhyamika and a view and especially in the Lamde practice, Lamde view, it is not really accepting non-existing. It's just simply rejecting the existing. That is the first extreme, that which is free from the first extreme, that which has to free. Then the second extreme is non-exist. If you think like all these phenomena are not non-existing, that is also a not a right view. Because when we are talking about the exist and non-exist, both are like depending, isn't it? Both are depending. If there is no exist, there cannot be a non-exist also. So does it make sense? Understandable? Because when we are saying that depending, it's like for example, if there is no right, then there is no left. Because when we are talking about the right mountain and the left mountain, so in order to say right mountain, there should be a left mountain, isn't it? Without having a left mountain, we cannot say this is the right mountain, yeah? So we cannot say it. So it is similar like without having a existing, and we cannot say a non-existing also. So this is the how logically we reject, we discard this concept of a non-existing, that second extreme. Then when we are saying there is a not existing and non-existing, then how can we say both? We cannot say both, yeah? Because if there is no right mountain and the left mountain, we cannot say right and left mountain both. We cannot say it, yeah? So that is neither exist, non-exist, and both. So all these three are also extreme. Then the last one is neither of them. It's exist, non-exist, and both, and neither of them. So even that is also another extreme. So with that understanding that we have to free from all this extreme, all this, how to say, possibility of clinging. So once you have that kind of understanding, then only then you will have a right view. Because not holding anything. As long as that you hold something in your mind, as long as that you hold something in your mind, that means you are not having a right view. So it's just simply that your mind should be free from all the holding. When we are saying the free from holding, it doesn't mean that again that you think free, that concept that free itself you are clinging, yeah. So this is the issue of concept mind. So that is why we always say, like, with our mundane mind, we are not able to understand, we are not able to comprehend ultimate truth. We say that, yeah. So due to that, Masam Jume, we cannot express the emptiness. We cannot think of the emptiness. So this is the point. Yes. Okay. Please, like, if you have a question, ask. We can discuss, because like this concept, no, this teaching, this part is quite meaningful, and so this part is like very important that we can apply everywhere, not only in like Lamde teaching, in like Madhyamika teaching or Heart Sutra, everywhere. This teaching, this understanding, so we can apply everywhere. Due to that, it is important to understand more deeply and clearly.
Rinpoche,
Yes.
how do we practice non-clinging? Means we don't deny there is existence, we don't deny there is non-existence. So then is there something in the middle, or we just don't cling? And if we don't cling, how do we practice not to cling to something?
Yes, this part I would say, like, at the beginning, so there is a different method, yeah, different method. Usually in a like Madhyamika tradition, that first you use like a logically approach, you will like stop, and you will like rejecting one by one all those extreme, one by one. So during the first third how to say, like a third level, so you will have a concept mind only. But like anyhow, so when we are in this how to say, like accumulation path, when we are in accumulation path and the application path, within these two paths, we use this concept mind to like we are not really able to meditate on the emptiness, free from the four extreme. We are trying to getting closer, step by step. We are trying to getting closer and closer to step by step. So due to that, first you will reject this like existing extreme, then non-existing, then both, then neither. All these four extreme, step by step. But still, when we are meditating on that free from all these four extreme, but during how to say, during this ordinary path, during ordinary level, this accumulation path and application path, we still are not able to contemplate on an actual emptiness. It's a similar like emptiness. That is why we're saying, for the mundane mind, we are not able to comprehend emptiness. So it's just like you are like, it's for like similar like for example, when you are thinking of someone, you're just looking at the picture. You are looking at the picture, then you're just, how to say, you are just visualizing it, yeah? When you are practicing, like for example, like Vajravarahi, Vajrapani, or like Vajra Yogini, or He Vajra, whatsoever that deity we visualize usually. So we look at the picture, yeah? We look at the picture and then we visualize it. So, but we are not really able to see the real Vajrapani and Vajra Yogini, yeah? It's similar like that. During the during the ordinary path, so we are just like similar like emptiness, we're visualizing and we are contemplating on it. When you're contemplating, when you meditate more and more, then this thing will become more and more clear, more and more clear. Then, like at the same time, like when your negative karma will reduced slowly, slowly, then you can see things more and more clearly. So similar with the emptiness and the Vajra Yogini, like visualization also. When you are visualizing Vajra Yogini, like at the first, then you just look at the picture and you visualize it with a rainbow body, like similar like a rainbow body, you visualize it. Then at the beginning, so you will always visualize something more like a color, more solid, that kind of the thing that you will visualize it. Then like slowly, slowly, when you are trying to that you are visualizing based on a view of emptiness, then you will able to visualize that like more and more clearly, and at the same time not really like a solid and like a, how to say, in a color way. It's more like a rainbow and illusion, in like illusionarily. So you can you are able to visualize it. So this is like how we all the practice that we have to based on a view of emptiness. Okay, so did you get it?
A little bit.
Okay, so what I mean to say, it is okay to visualize at the beginning. So you just like visualize like emptiness is like free from the four extreme, like simply that, like free from four extreme. Then like when you are thinking like four extreme, oh, it's existing, non-existing, both exist and non-exist, then neither of that. So if you like slowly, slowly like keep thinking like that with the concept mind, you can visualize, you can meditate at the beginning level. More you meditate and the more you accumulate merit and the more you meditate, then things will become more and more clear. Because for the moment, when we give example, all this kind of the example is not really existing in our in our mind, because emptiness or something is like beyond our mind. Due to that, we don't really have exact same example. But when we are talking about the something similar, more close to emptiness example, we always give example like space. Space, yeah. Because when we are like usually I give example like when we are talking about the emptiness, and then when we are talking about the like for the like a sakapa, that view is called the Kornde Yeme, is like inseparable with samsara and nirvana. Samsara and nirvana is inseparable. This is the way of the Lamde teaching. Then like from the Kaju and Nyingma, it's like Kaju is like Mahamudra, and like Nyingma is Dzogchen. All those kind of the, when we are talking about the view, so emptiness, the example is the always the most close example is the space. Then like when you're talking about the like space, when we think of how we comprehend emptiness, how we comprehend this way of inseparable of samsara and nirvana, how we comprehend this dzogchen or mahamudra, it's I always give example like a catching a space. When we, if I ask you to catch a space, so how are we going to catch the space? So I think like this is like one, it's like a very like related. It's a more like how to say helpful to understand how we comprehend emptiness. If you think of how we catch space, space is not catchable, isn't it? Space is not catchable by the hand, isn't it? And can we catch the space with the hand? So we cannot, yeah. We cannot, yeah. Then like when we are talking about the catch space with the hand, it's like if you hold nothing like this, yeah. If you hold nothing, that you are holding a space. This is the empty, yeah. This is the space, yeah. If you hold nothing like this, if you hold nothing, then you are holding a space, isn't it? As long as you are holding something, you are not holding a space. You are not catching a space. If you're holding a pen, you are not holding a space. If you're holding like maybe like you might think like when we like when I say catch space, you may use the cup like empty cup. Then so you think like that it may catch the space, but no, that you're holding a cup, that you're not catching a space, yeah. That you are catching a cup, yeah. So this is the idea of when we are saying the view. As long as you are clinging on something, you are holding something, you are holding a wrong. You're holding something, that means you're holding a not right view. You're holding a wrong view. So when we are saying the holding right view is like holding nothing, that is the holding a right view. Holding nothing with a hand is holding a space. It's something similar like that. I always give this example so that because when we give this kind of example, it might be helpful for you to understand like that how we comprehend this emptiness. Okay. So now we will go to another part. Okay. The remaining request blessing to stop irreligious thought, to produce loving kindness and compassion, to cultivate the relative and ultimate enlightenment mind, and to attain enlightenment quickly. So then after that is like requesting for like requesting to bless, to stop all the irreligious, means like all the negative negative thoughts. It's like all those negative thought which is like obscuration for the practice. Yeah, all this attachment, and then anger and ignorant and jealousy, all those kind of the negative thoughts, because somehow it's like because usually we say that ignorance is the base for all the negative thoughts. Yeah, ignorance is the base for all the negative thought. Due to that, that right view is the most important, because if you have a right view, if you can see the truth, then you don't have like ignorant. Ignorant means like you don't see the truth. Yeah, you don't see the reality. Then with that, then you will create all those wrong ideas. Then all those all those negative emotion is based on ignorant, without seeing a truth. Once you see the reality, all this emptiness and non-existing, all those samsara are not truly existing, then you will not have an attachment, you will not have an angry, so you will not have a jealousy. Yeah, because all our emotion is based on this based on that based all our emotion based on self-clinging. Yeah, all our emotion is based on self-clinging. Self-clinging itself is based on truly existing. Truly existing. Due to that, all these are based on each other, and the bottom level is not seeing the ultimate truth. That ignorance is the cause for everything. So so then with having a right view, and then not asking, requesting for the blessing to not to arise any kind of the negative thought, and then arise all those compassion, and then to level of generating bodhicitta, ultimate level of generating bodhicitta, and then relative level of generating bodhicitta. All those, requesting for arising. Okay. By praying in this manner, think that all the objects of refuge can through their omniscience see you, through their loving kindness and compassion cherish you, and through their activities protect you. So then when we are requesting that we have to visualize, and we have to have a strong confidence that in front of you all those a Buddha and Bodhisattva are there. Then if you are requesting, then then may they bless. And because they have an omniscient mind, with that, then they can see, they can see and they can hear your request, and then they can see your tendency. So according to that, so they can protect you, so they can bless you. This is what it means to say here. As an ordinary being, this is beyond by karma and defilements. If you're trying to practice based solely on your own will and effort, there is no certainty that you will be successful. You should therefore always rely on the table gems. Yeah. So then it is saying so it is true, yeah, because it is always helpful. So if you can, if you can have some support, isn't it? Because due to the mundane people, our confidence is not that strong enough. Not that strong enough. Due to that, because if you especially if you want to practice it, if you want to practice and benefiting all the sentient beings, all these are huge and really deep, huge and deep, yeah, vast. So due to that, so our mind will be always shaky. Today that you might be how to say encouraged, and then you will help somebody today, and when you will have a very strong compassion, then after 1 or 2 days, then if you help one person, 2 person, then 3, 5, 6, after 5, 6%, you will get tired, yeah. You will get fed up, and then you will think oh, now that is enough, I cannot help anymore. So that kind of our mind is not that strong enough. Due to that, so it is always important to have some kind of the support. And so triple gem is if you can rely on the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, so you will have some kind of support, mentally support, yeah. Obviously, in a reality, also if you really have a strong confidence on the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, they will always support you. But if we think mentally, psychologically, if you think there is somebody will help you, there is someone that will help you, you will have more courage. You will always have more courage, yeah. So that is why it is always important to rely on Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, because then so you don't feel helpless. Because most of the time when we face the difficulties in a Dharma practice, also in our day-to-day life also, you will feel helpless if you don't see any help any support and any help. If you don't see, then you will feel helpless, yeah. You will discourage very easily. If you have a strong support, even if you have to go through difficulty time, so you will still have a very rigid and very strong, even if you have to fight and face that problem, you will have courage and strength to face that problem, yeah. So due to that, it is saying that relying on Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, triple gems, it will help you to succeed in your Dhamma practice, because when you are facing problem, you can always pray, and you can always mentally think Buddha, Dhamma will support and Buddha, Dhamma will protect me. So if you believe, then if you have a confidence on Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, obviously, so they will protect you also. The way of protecting that I have already mentioned a few times already. It is not really without you doing nothing, and everything will be done by the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. It's more like Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha is leading you, guiding you on a right path, right direction. That is how Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha will protect you. Okay. The fourth aspect of refuge is the benefit of taking refuge. These are the enormous, because of the importance of taking refuge. It is said that if the merits that are occurred from taking refuge has a physical form, even the entire space is too small to accommodate it. So it is saying taking refuge has so much benefit. So it will accumulate a lot of merit, because for example, giving for a normal generosity. So it has a benefit, obviously. So it might be give you a next life became a rich. So it might give you result in your next life. You might be a rich, very rich. But if you compare with taking refuge, it is nothing, because it is saying taking refuge will liberate you from samsara. If you compare with becoming rich and liberating from samsara, it is like a huge gap between, yeah? Very, very big difference. Yeah? So usually I give example, for example, if you fell into the well, if you fell into the well, so if one person will give you the food and clothes, everything that you need in the well, then one person is to give you the rope to climb on the climb out of this well. So which is more beneficial. So it's a similar like that, yeah. Because the one within samsara, if you became rich and good looking or whatsoever, so many friends, obviously you will, it is beneficial for the short period of the time, but it will not liberate you from, it will not give you the freedom, yeah. If you came out from the well, then all those things that you can do by yourself, collecting clothes and food and all this you can do by yourself. So this is a example, taking refuge will liberate you from the samsara, liberate you from the well, and for small generosity, so will get food, but still you will stuck in the that well only. So due to that, so it is said like taking refuge in case if it has a form, so the whole space cannot be accommodated that merit of taking refuge. The fifth aspect of refuge is the rules of taking refuge. Even at the worldly level, when you enter another country, you are bound by its rules and regulations. Similarly, after taking refuge in the Triple Gem, you have to follow the rules that are laid down. They are general and specific rules for the former of which there are 5. Okay. The first general rule is that even at the cost of your life, you will not disavow the Triple Gem. So, like, you will not disavow, like, even if it is like even they are going to kill you, so you cannot disavow the Triple Gem, and that is the first one. Then the secondly, whatever misfortune that may befall, you will not seek guidance, blessing, or protection from others. It is mainly when it is saying from others, it is mainly from I think from a worldly god or like any kind of the like a worldly people or worldly god. Because once you taking refuge from the Triple Gem, so you cannot take refuge from you cannot seek protection from other like worldly god. So it has a difference that because seeking help and seeking final ultimate protection, there's a different. Because when we are saying that taking refuge means like you are asking for the ultimate protection from that support. Yeah, from that support. Then like for example like a worldly god like Indra or then Brahma, Indra, and all those kind of the worldly god. It is not saying that you cannot ask help from them. Obviously, you can make offering, you can pay respect, you can ask for the help. That is not issue. But for the ultimate protection, so taking refuge means like ultimate protection. You will be my ultimate protector. That you cannot take that kind of the protection from the worldly god.
Okay, Rinpoche,
Mm.
we are. Any question from the floor? Any doubt? Rinpoche, just now you mentioned
Yes.
the catcher of the space.
Mm-hmm.
So can we say that even, I mean, the space is not catchable? Can we say that even the catcher is the nature of the catcher intrinsically emptiness? Because even the catcher is, you know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like if you analyze it, if you if you analyze and investigate, like even the catcher itself is emptiness. Yeah, yeah, that is for the show.
So, so let's say whenever I try to meditate on the 4 extreme.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever a thought arises,
Mm-hmm.
we should ask before the thought arise, I mean, or in between the thought arise, it's like the producer of the thought we cannot find.
Okay. Yeah, producer of thought we cannot find. Yeah, that is true. Like there is as I said earlier, that like there is a different way of meditating on emptiness. Like what that one I have explained is mainly like analytically, like meditating on emptiness, like analytically, because that step by step you will reject all the four extreme. Then like at the end, so you just trying to remain at like free from any kind of thought.
Okay.
So this is this is more like analytically that meditating on emptiness. But like as you said, like sometime in a like Vajrayana teaching, so they will point like directly, just like look at the nature of your mind itself, and then like then let it be itself, like without any changing. Yeah. So that kind of the another teaching also. So that kind of the method is also to meditate on the emptiness, or like a nature of the mind also.
Okay. So but away from the four extreme, because from our comprehension, we can only comprehend in this world phenomena is either exist or not exist. So we just cannot comprehend. There's one situation that's away from four extreme. Is quite yeah.
Yeah, it's like for example, for the moment, that we are not capable to comprehend that beyond all these four extreme, yeah, beyond all these four extreme. But like we will just like first we will reject all those like one by one. Then at the end, if you trying to be free from all this kind of the thought, if you're trying to remain on it, then like with the accumulation of merit, and with the constantly like meditating on that method, so things will becoming more and more clear. So that is what I mean to say, is like because if you like directly, like without thinking anything, like oh, like let free from all the thought and all this kind of thing, so like then you will not really have a right view. This is like what like Sakapintita was saying in like all those not only Sakapintita, even the Kamala Shila, and then like Kamala Shila has a debate with another that I think that master during the Kamala Shila time. So when they have a debate, then like one master is said like, so all these are pointless, all others like accumulation, merit, and all those are pointless. The final thing is like you just have to stop all the thought. That's it. Like that is the final thing. You just have to practice that. Rest are all like not important. So what this is what he said. Yeah. Then like Kamala Shila was keep pointing, like because even if you want to meditate on the emptiness, true nature of the mind, whatsoever, first with the examination, with the analytically, then like rejecting and clearing all the doubts, then only then you can remain on free from all those kind of thought. Without clearing doubt and all those things, if you just keep stopping all those stopping all the thoughts, so that may lead you to like how to say, like fullness, dullness. Your mind will becoming more dull because there is no clarity. Just simply that you stop all the thought, then it may lead you to the dullness. Your mind will becoming dull and not that how to say, like so it may when you next life, so it may lead you to take rebirth into the like animal realms also. This is what like Sakapindita has said. And Kamala Shila is also saying that it is important to like clearing doubt and build a right view, then remain on it. Remain on it. Without clearing doubt and building a right view, if you just directly cutting all the thoughts and stopping all the thoughts directly, then so it may not produce you the right result. Okay.
Any more question?
I think the last time also you have asked that something that similar question that about Moshe Kunjul going to say something about the view, isn't it? Last time,
Yes, maybe.
yeah, that.
It's like whenever we think the existence of us or even our thought, there must be a subject, or must be a referral.
Mhm.
If we were in a space, there's no subject, then as if like we just disappear.
Yeah, it's like so it is true because like for the moment, so that kind of the like that kind of the how to say, like that kind of the capability, so like we don't have it, yeah, like remaining free from the all the clinging, because what till now what we have learned is we learn how to cling, how to hold, yeah. So we teach like like from the young till now, so we always teach how to hold and how to cling. This is right, that is wrong, and then this is good, that is bad, and you have to like learn this and you have to accept it, you have to reject that. So this is what we learn, yeah. So like so this in our like logically mind, if it is not right, it has to be wrong. So like this is like how our like mentally how to say trained that logically not right means like wrong, wrong means like then like these are like exist or non-exist. If it is not exist, then it has to be non-existing, yeah. All this kind of the only like two concept that we have learned till now, yeah. Now in here when we are talking about like Madhyamika and all those like Vajrayana teaching, so this is not the right right or wrong. This is not the way. The reality, true nature is beyond that, beyond this right and wrong. So due to that, we are saying that Kornde Yeme is like samsara and nirvana is inseparable. This is the view of the Lamde teaching, Kornde Yeme. So it's like because Korwat and Nyangde is like samsara, nirvana is like good and bad, yeah, good and bad. So in the Lamde is what it is saying like good and bad is inseparable. Good and bad is inseparable. There is no good, no bad from the beginning. It's just that like we, our mind have created good and bad, then we are distinguishing it. Yeah?
No,
So
so it means Rinpoche, before we reach Nirvana, we must first be tainted. We must first learn how to do grasping, and then we have to unlearn how to do grasping to reach Nirvana. Is that what?
yeah. Yes, true. That is the right. Because for our level, because in order to understand, in order to observe that kind of the inseparable, inseparable with nirvana and samsara, in order to be in order to absorb all those kind of the teaching, one must one must how to say distinguish first and accumulate merit, because without accumulating merit you are not able to observe, and we are not able to understand it correctly. So in Daniel, I think the Nagarjuna has said that without depending on relative level, so we are not capable to understand the ultimate truth. So in order to understand the ultimate truth, one must depend on the relative truth. When we are saying the relative level truth, like relative truth, then we distinguish all this samsara, nirvana, then path, result, all this on relative truth. Yeah.
Rinpoche, I have questions.
Mm.
Okay, now we are living in the so-called the real world. Then we have job, we have families, we have a lot of these influences. So when we in the real world, that can we, me, temporarily exist. But when we are in the practicing of Buddhism's way, then we can just give away the me or the we away. Okay, then that is something that I am facing. Is that the problem is that when I come from the real world to the Buddhism, then from the Buddhism world to the real world, we have these transitions problems.
Okay.
So what is your suggestions to everyone here that that can easily to, or I shouldn't use the word easily, is a best ways to for us to easily to go into that position that there's no me in this world, or everything that we see, we saw is the mind creations. So how are we going to that? But in reality, we have to facing these world's problems.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Our jobs are precious. So how are we going to do to transit our these situations from one to another one? Okay, when we practice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. But still that you are saying like a real world and the Buddhism world, yeah. But in here, what we live is not real world. What we live is a illusion world.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, what we live in is like according to the Buddhism, like what we live is like illusion world.
Yes.
Then like what it is not about the Buddhism. It's for the every like every so when we are talking about the ultimate truth, it has nothing to do with the Buddhism.
Yeah, I shouldn't use the word Buddhism because I just want to separate the what we are living here, and when we practice the all those the sadhana or everything.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So I just use the words Buddhism's word, and we know all these are unreal. Everything when we pass away, this thing will be gone, just gone. But in real world, how do we transit ourselves from this mind to another mind? Or then we have to come back to the real world to face that real world's problems.
Yeah, so like for that, like usually in the like Lamde teaching, so we say like Nawasem, like whatever appearances, whatever appearances, it's all a reflection from your mind. What you see is a reflection from your own mind. What you see, what you experience, everything is like a reflection from your mind. It comes from you. It is not comes from external.
So let's say we are facing a problem. That problem is that our mind created. Is that so?
Yes, true. Not only a problem, even you're enjoying, it's also like it's like your own like a reflection of your mind. Because when you see beautiful thing outside, so it is your mind is like reflecting on external. And that is the why we are saying, like in the English, also saying the beauty is the holder of the what is eyes? That's what they're saying. There's one phrase, yeah. Beauty is like a holder of the one who is seeing. Huh?
Yes.
What is that phrase?
In the eye of beholder.
Is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, eye of the holder, yeah. So it is saying like all those are like it comes from your mind, yeah. That is why it is saying Nawa Sensu. In the like Lamde teaching also, we say that all the, like for example, when you see the wall, when you see the laptop and everything, so it is reflection from your mind. So then due to that, you see, and what you see, I don't see it. What you see is I don't see it, yeah. That is the then if you can understand that, then like things becoming more and more clear that all these externals are not truly existing. What you see is like I'm not saying what you're saying it. Yeah. So like this, help to explain all this external world that which we think is the real world. It is not really a real. It's just a reflection from your mind. It's all an illusion. Then it's also similar. We always in many people they give example like a half cup of the water. People see different things. negative people will see like empty part. The positive will see the filled one, filled part. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but we both are looking at one cup. So like this one glass, that negative one, like if your mind is like filled with negative, then you see this empty part, or this cup is empty. And then like the one with the positive is like, oh, it's like a half filled, or like bottom is like that. Yeah, this much is filled with the water or something. So
Okay.
like it's similar, like so all those are explaining what it is explaining is like what you see is a reflection from your mind. So that is why different people, each people see things differently. Each and every people see things differently, then they have a different idea of what we like, what we all see.
So what we actually stopping ourselves from being improved to the next level is ourselves that create those bad the negative thing or the negative world that's stopping ourselves to being to the next level.
Yeah. So we can, because like it's also like very relevant with our day-to-day life also, yeah. Because the person one which has full of like confidence and a positive thing, so like positive thought, that he can improve more than like the person which has full of negative thought, and like then very like discouraged person, the one who don't have enough confidence, very like insecure. So that person cannot improve. And similar like that the person with the full confidence and like full of the positive thought, even if they are in a like full same position, same level, everything is same, but like when they see things differently, when they do things differently, because it's because of their own like way of thinking and their own state, mental state, and all those, yeah. And so, and also Buddha has said also, you are what you thought. You are what you think. Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah, you are what you think. So because like when we are like describing you, me, it's like it's mainly about like my that my way of thinking. Yeah.
It's just a labeling.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Rinpoche, thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, thank you, Rinpoche. I think today is very good, a good level of explanation. We hope everyone can, after post teaching, can have some kind of thinking and of the teaching. Okay. Thank you, Rinpoche.
Okay, then we will dedicate. 선남디에 탐제 지바니에 톱네니에 다남 밤제네 제가 나제 발라본 투보에 시벤 솔렌도 도바라이쇼. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you. Good night.
Have a good
Thank you, Rinpoche.
Thank you, Rinpoche.
evening.
Thank you, Rinpoche. Good night, everyone.
Good night.